Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Beneath a Steel Sky. Last time we gave Lamb a ticket and now he's gonna go on vacation, but not before he gives us a wonderful tour of his factory.
Hey, Lamb.
And I'm being rude by calling him over to me. Robert, you are imposing and rude.
When do I get the tour you promised me?
Well, there's no time like the present. We'll start right now. Now, take a look at this machine. This machine measures the internal bore of the pipes. Accurate to 20 decimal places, whatever that means.
Not a math major.
Impressive, isn't it? All those numbers.
Definitely not a math major.
I'm sure they mean something. Follow me. I'll show you the next section.
And I don't get to press a button to exit the screen. I love it. Hi, Potts.
This machine is supposed to drive the conveyor, but it's not bloody working.
I wonder why.
Heads will roll for this. Foreman Potts, why has this machine stopped?
Stopped? I've been so busy I didn't notice.
Ah.
Can't I trust you with anything? Look after my desk, Potts. I'll have to leave you to show yourself around.
And with that, we get to show ourselves around, which, what does that mean exactly? Well, that actually means that we can continue onwards to the right past Potts. Maybe I didn't show this off, but he does stop you. I'll have to show that off if I didn't show it off.
Hey, you'll need a rad suit if you're going in there.
Hey, what do you mean? This one is totally rad.
I mean protective clothing. Hey, I told you not to go in there.
Weird.
Excuse me.
Does he have anything new to say about his clipboard? Oh, he does.
Aren't you gonna mend the conveyor?
That's not my job. My job is to record figures.
But everything stopped.
My clipboard still works.
Exactly.
But what about the pipes?
What pipes?
The ones on the conveyor belt.
That's a special order. And I can't talk about it. Top secret, huh? That's right.
Shush. We can't let people know.
Mind if I look around?
Since you're a friend of Lamb's, you can go where you like. But I'd stay clear of the reactor if I was you. Unless you're wearing some protection.
Alrighty then. So we can continue onwards. That was the whole reason for the tour, was to get to this screen. And hey, it's Anita again. Now, I didn't show off Anita because now we actually get to have a proper conversation with her before she gets shoved off to someplace else. So I might as well go over her dossier because it's kind of the interesting one. It's short but sweet. So we have Anita Einbeck.
0.13.
And a guy. And we can't really talk to the guy because he's muffled. But Anita Einbeck, who lives in Fairhaven, admitted to illegally entering Link Network using counterfeit software. On conviction, subject transferred from social services to D-Link position in Keating Pipe Factory, which is exactly where we are. Possible chance of contact by Hobart agents.
Confirmed. Fluctuation normal.
And a level 2 surveillance to be maintained on her. Let's give her a talk.
What do you know about the council?
It was one of the council who came up with the plan to bond his mind with Link, and ever since then things have been getting weird.
That's kind of weird. Who's he? Eh.
What are you doing now?
Checking for cracks with x-rays. You shouldn't be here without a protective suit.
You're not wearing one.
Lamb told me I didn't qualify, as I'm a D-Link, and a woman.
Now here's the question of what's a D-Link?
What's a D-Link?
D-Link is the lowest social category. When your link status is 0, you forfeit all rights, and your freedom to move back the city. How come you didn't know that?
I'm an outsider from the Gap.
I tell everybody that.
So it's you security are after. You won't get far without an ID card.
Ah, I managed to find one.
I bet it won't get you to ground level, though. You'll need a link status of 8 or more.
So yes, social status, D-Link. Pretty much the lowest of the low. She does a great job of explaining it. I'm glad I don't have to.
How come you were made a D-Link?
I was caught hacking into Link.
Why did you do that?
There are areas in Link space used by security. I was trying to discover what they're up to.
And pretty much, she explains her dossier too. It's amazing. Ah, I really like Anita.
What do you mean by link space?
The word inside the computer's memory. The abstract projection of linked circuits and databanks.
Virtual reality.
What's so special about these pipes?
I'm not sure, but the dimensions of the bore must conform to precise specifications.
All that effort for a bit of plumbing?
It's suspicious, isn't it?
Perhaps they're part of a giant weapon.
Oh, come on, that's a bit far-fetched.
Yeah, I don't think this is the type of game where this would be happening. Maybe in another kind of game.
What are you doing after work?
Huh?
What do you have in mind?
Well, an evening at the theater, a walk by the lake in the moonlight, and to finish, a candlelit supper.
Sounds great. But first I'll have to get decontaminated.
Another time, perhaps.
And Anita is really smooth. Ah, I really like that.
What's your opinion of Lamb?
I'm a D-Link. I'm not entitled to an opinion. But to be honest, I think he's a turd.
Perfect. Now, the important question.
I have to get to ground level.
Look, I really sympathize with you. I could give you my jammer.
Jammer?
What's a jammer?
Bypass software. Highly illegal. It gets you past the retina scan to security files.
That's a start. Can you let me have the jammer?
Give me your ID card.
Alright, and we just have to give her an ID card. If we use the terminals beforehand, I'll go over it, but there's a section that says security services, and you press on it, you can't get in there because of a retina scan that you have to get through. This is going to help us.
Here's my card.
Thanks. This won't take long.
What are you doing?
Downloading the jammer to your card. There, it's done.
Don't worry. I'll fix everything.
You're taking a huge risk.
No problem. I'll get us both back on Link's files.
Really, I have nothing better to do. Now, you can simply go out and get the jammer, but actually, you should talk to her more.
Will the jammer get me into Link space?
No, the only access is through the special interface. There's just one little problem. You'll need to get a Schreibman port.
Schreibman, or as Robert will say...
How do I get a Schreibman port?
Well, you'll have to undergo surgery.
I need that like I need a hole in the head.
The Schreibman port is a hole in the head.
Schreibman, whatever you call it, it's a hole in the head and we need it.
Does Link have any internal security?
There'll be foils, naturally.
What are they?
Intrusion foil program.
Are they dangerous?
The standard IFPs are simply deterrents, but some high-level foils can be lethal.
See you later.
Alright, so next up is we need to get a Schreibman port hole in the head kind of business, and if we didn't talk to Anita, we wouldn't know to get that, and we'd have to come back and actually talk to her.
Never mind.
Joey has nothing to say, and I want to talk to the band.
Excuse me.
He's a fun man.
What's your job?
Yeah?
I can't hear what you're saying. It's a waste of time talking to you. You're wasting your breath. Excuse...
Get back here and muffle with me some more. Oh, never mind. You could ask why you were asking that suit, and he'd pretty much just muffle more.
Forget it.
Here's some lockers. I don't think I can do anything with
I feel
them.
an overwhelming urge to open these lockers.
I don't know. It's like I'm in an adventure game or something. There we go. Ooh, there's a clothes hanger in it. Now there's also a...
I suppose it's a protective screen.
Yeah, not much of a protective screen, really.
It's firmly anchored to the ground.
And then this thing.
It's a weird, antiquated machine. Can't imagine how it works.
Whatever. Let's go into the reactor. Not protected. Good thing the door is closed. Now, of course you can die here because, hey, huge metal door, let's open it.
It's...
Check.
Anita, why are you talking?
It's the entrance to the reactor. It obviously doesn't open manually.
No, we have to use the control panel.
Excuse me.
Get out of the way. Stupid man. I'm gonna talk to you this far away.
Forget it.
Out of the way, man. I want to use the control panel. Bert, come on.
There's a small monitor screen and some knobs.
Well, let's turn some knobs. Now, I don't actually want to do anything here, but, here's some nice, interesting radiation facts for you. Let's shut it down. Nope, I can't. And you can never do that, apparently. You can open it, however, you will die, and it's kind of it's not interesting in the slightest. Actually, I haven't ever put in my card, and you can't. So, yeah, if you open it as you are now, you're just pretty much going to collapse to the ground and die, and I don't want to do that. So next up is a bit of a side thing. Now that we have the jammer, what we can do is actually go and check out some of the link terminals. Or a link terminal, because all of them are the same. Because now we can do something with it because we have the jammer and can get by the security retina scan to get into their services. So here's one.
It's a computer terminal.
This is pretty
with
much
the word link
This
on
is
it.
pretty much the one you're going to be using mostly. Except I'm only using it once, and there's no music playing here anyways. So there's a lot of stuff in the terminal. Including some interesting stuff about Reich, because this is his card. He has a link status of 5. We need 8 to get to ground level, so we're not quite there yet. Now here is also the Gazetteer, which also has a lot of interesting advertisements. Pause the video because I don't want to stay here forever. Why Betty the center of attraction? Burke's Biosurgery. That's going to be an interesting one. And also the news. The news has some interesting things, including some more flavor about the place that you're in. Including Hobart, which is the rival corporation. Property theft. More embargoes. Judge Chutney. Oh no. You. And here's an interesting one. A grim find in recycling plant, where they found the body of Reich. It's recent. It's today's. The murder has been linked to the sabotage of a security vehicle by Hobart terrorists. The vehicle being a helicopter. However, I really don't... It's kind of a flimsy story because they don't really know what's going on. However, now we can hit on Number 4, security services, and get past the retina scan in order to see what's in here. Some documents, for starters, however, they're all encrypted. We can't really do anything or read any of these reports or briefings yet. However, we can go into special operations, which has a file adjustment, which is Lamb. Well, let's press some buttons. You have no money. You're a D-Link. Ah. Now I just gotta wait for Lamb to show up, and where the heck is Joey? I gotta wait for both of them because at this point, there's Joey. Alright. Really, what I'm waiting for is for Lamb to show up wherever he is in order to continue on, because we need to go back down.
Never mind.
Nothing to say, Joey, so we gotta wait for Lamb to show up. And while we're waiting for him to show up, we might as well go through another dossier. This one being of Miss Pamela Lively, who lives in Union General. There is very little on file currently regarding this subject. She has been under suspicion for a series of recent thefts in the Bellevue level. Lively may be linked to the mobile appliance laundering circle operating in the city. Not much else for her, anyways. Where the heck is Lamb? There he is! Haha, I saw the arrow change. There you are, Lamb. Even though he's a D-Link, he still has to come up here and do his cycle. Well, one interesting thing about Beneath the Steel Sky, I'm just padding this out, aren't I? One thing about Beneath the Steel Sky is that it was, it had a working title before it was called Beneath the Steel Sky. Its title was Overworld. Or Underworld. Whoops. Yep, and he's just gonna keep trying. Here we go. Now he's just gonna sit here forever. Its working title was Underworld, however, the name was obviously not used, and the reason for it not being used was it was too closely related to Origin Systems game Ultima Underworld? I guess. Well, better safe than sorry, I suppose.
Hey, Lamb.
Get over here. You took your sweet time.
Thanks for the tour.
You're welcome. I hope you've learned something about pipes.
Oh yes, it was most instructive. From now on, whenever I smell raw sewage, I'll think of you, Gilbert.
Let me give you a tip, lad. If you want to get anywhere in this city, you have to bend the rules.
In what way?
If you don't want to get entangled in red tape, you need insurance. A special policy. See my friend Anchor. He'll help you out.
There's an interesting thing. Where are you going, Lamb? Get back here. Jesus, Lamb.
Do you have a problem?
Yes, you do.
Hi, lad. I was hoping to see you. My card isn't working and I can't use the elevator.
I wonder why.
Perhaps you've been made a D-Link.
Don't be so bloody impertinent, lad. What will poor little Cuscus do?
Eh?
Who's Cuscus?
My pussy. She has to be fed. What would I do if she died?
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah, he's blunt. He's blunt.
Make a hat to match your coat?
I don't think that's very funny, lad. Besides, cat and beaver fur wouldn't match.
You could always get another one.
It wouldn't be the same. I've had Cuscus since she was a kitten.
I could feed her for you, if I could get into your apartment.
You go down to Bellevue, and I'll authorize it so you can. By the way, Cuscus likes to be pampered.
Oh, really?
Like all women, eh, lad?
Apart from D-Links, you mean? You need therapy, Lamb.
And now Lamb will...
Hey,
most likely sit here for the rest of the game. We have moved on from Lamb. Does he have at least one more thing to say? Nope.
See you later.
And so, now we have a lot of stuff that has been done. I mean, a lot of stuff.
Never mind.
Joey has nothing to say, so we might as well head down
Come on, Joey.
to Bellevue. See you next time, everyone, where we deal with a pussy. Oh, God.